last year, unfortunately, both my parents, my mum and dad, passed away unexpectedly. The way it happened was quite savage as well. You know, my mum, she died quite badly, in pain, and so I guess I wasn't sure if it was okay to maybe bring up, or I guess because it's not even been it happened last year, so that's constantly on my mind. When Greg and Lara came forward with an invitation for the show, I thought, should I be doing it? Should I be moving on? It's still at the forefront of everything and whatever I'm doing. I guess doing my first solo show, this will be for them. They're with me. Just wanted to keep them in mind, really, because it's incredibly difficult, hardest thing I've ever done. And my mum, she's the most important person to me from the very start till, she's my dad's a great man, but my mum I'm such a mother's boy. You only get one mum, one dad. Yeah, so. So some of this work being shown was made last year as well. Maybe I'm too close to it, maybe it's too soon, so I'm not sure how to articulate how important or relevant it is, but it must be somehow, I think, because I'm beginning to grieve. I think it's the first time actually I've realised that I might be able to move on from painting maybe years down the line. I think I've really understood that I don't do it because I enjoy it. I don't do it because I want to have a career. Obviously I do, but I've realised that it's out of a necessity to keep surviving. It's to keep staying afloat. It's therapy it's actual therapy, and I don't want to be in therapy for the rest of my life. So it's quite, in relation to the work, it's quite scary actually, because I might be able to see a life beyond art, which might sound weird. I think because of the dramatic life experiences that I've had, painting or making art or graph, it's the only thing that's been constant that runs with that, and it tends to come out in those complicated moments or situations. So it's more of an uncontrollable urge, and I think that authenticity is that's really important to me, and hopefully that can be conveyed in the self-portraits of the work. With having a diagnosis and staying in therapy, that's quite a painful place to be. And if I am able to move on, I think I would love to know what that feels like. This show wasn't built around that, not at all. I think just a way, maybe this is my mum and dad looking out for me, and because I've always dreamt of having a solo show, and maybe this was them sort of looking down at me and giving me, there's an opportunity here. Greg and Lara from the gallery have been amazing, really supportive. And maybe the stars aligned a little bit. All this work I've been doing for the last couple of years has a sense of belonging. There's a real connection between all the works. And I think it's just all happened at the right time, maybe. I guess you need a bit of luck. Everyone needs a bit of luck and consistency, I hope. And I think past traumas, past life experiences put me in this position to create. That happened with my parents, and that maybe sparked where we are today. It's more uncontrollably visual vomit. Like this, it's an outpouring. It's very I don't know how to. It's very unconsidered, very unplanned. It's more of an eruption. When I work it, it's been described as it's quite raw. It's very quick. There's a lot of emotion. I wouldn't know how to begin to sit back and think, this is where I need to be, this is where I want to be. It's more of an outcome. And I think that's what makes me think this is closer to therapy than an art practice, maybe, because it's intuitive. I'm not premeditative, which I'm a bit shy or embarrassed to admit, because sometimes I think, trained artists might have a plan, have a goal, and try to execute that, where this is an outpouring. It's more, I need to do it right now. And whether that's on a wall, on a canvas, inside a building, that just sort of comes out. And I've learned to be in the best possible situation for when that feeling happens. So yesterday I walked in and it was incredibly overwhelming. It's a huge achievement. It's a life dream. I felt incredibly guilty because my heart skipped a beat. I was really happy and then I felt guilty for being happy. It's really overwhelming. I've always wanted it hung on a white wall. These large expressionistic paintings, on a white wall, and people giving a shit and asking questions, and I've dreamt about it so much for so long. And I always felt intimidated because I didn't go to art school, didn't hang out with certain people, or I just felt it was such an unachievable thing that to see it in a gallery in my hometown, in the neck of the woods that I grew up in, I just wish my mum and dad were here. It's incredibly heartbreakingly beautiful and powerful, and I just hope people can get down with it, enjoy it, be moved by it, see themselves in it, understand me maybe a bit more, or understand themselves and other people in their life who are important to them. I've always had this sort of reoccurring image where someone's looking at the work and it just stops them dead in their tracks and, sort of captures them for a couple of minutes. Yeah, I'm currently living my dream. Yeah, which is amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. Indescribable.